first thing right here on your right, this will be the water main for your house. When it finishes off, it gets sheetrock, and then there'll be a metal door up here, about yay big for the fire, and then one pretty much that goes all the way from the bottom plate to about right here for the plumbers. Then as you can see, the orange pipe above us, we got plugs in it. That's the fire sprinklers. Depending on the plans, which head they call out for, the room size, some of them, their coverage could be up to 8 to 10 feet or down to 6 feet. And when we have inspection, in the final inspection, we drop the cap on it, the trim piece. They look at the head, make sure it's the exact one that the plans call out for, and then we're good to go. If it's not, we gotta change it, we don't pass final. A misconception on the fire sprinklers, and I'm sure everyone can tell, just because of the horrible things I chose to go that route, and that would be right here. The electric car charger outlet would be down here.
Yeah. And is that installed or we're gonna?
No, that we just do that in case you guys want to do that.
Yeah,
in the
okay,
future.
it's optional
So,
later on.
yeah, I mean that's not through us, but if you guys wanted to add.
Yeah.
All right.
To the next. So if they married it up, it's still at an angle though, right?
Yeah.
And then
What's that?
Coming into the kitchen.
Oh
this
yeah,
is
well, it
you
was
guys'
this
primary
one that was.
condensate
If you look at
for
it,
the
it's
AC
kind of
unit.
bent this
This is
way,
where it will drip no
and then
matter
they
what
just
when you
doubled
have
it
your
up.
AC
I see
unit.
it's there, yeah.
That if it's not, 2 lights dining room area right behind me, right there. This is a little bit towards the dining room area too. So we got 3 other lights right here. So in this little small area right here, you guys got 9 lights. That's a lot of lighting.
it's a lot of lighting. And how many decks do we have, like for heating?
You got that one right here and this one right here. And it's all built per plan.
Okay. So with the big area, it's still good enough, right? To
Right.
load it up.
Yeah.
Well, these gaps in the windowsill, that have any effects? I know sometimes they
Insulation,
shave them.
No, the little gaps right there.
Yeah.
We'll get hit with insulation foam when we
Oh,
insulate
okay.
the house.
That's spray foam?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of builders are going with that with the roof hanging to clean the house out. And then right before they start taping, the day of rock nail inspection, they'll come make sure everything is cut. Every once in a while they miss some. We started doing this because I had a few houses back to back, but there was like 20 something items covered with sheetrock. I was like, I don't want to cut a bunch of sheetrock open when the house is at finished stage. So we came up with this to try to help those guys out and eliminate. And then there's the TV plasma pre-wire tube that runs behind the wall, which is a beautiful thing. You don't have to look at those ugly wires like I do at my house.
Yeah, we're gonna do that there, so that's good.
Then we got a floor plug right here for you guys.
Yep. So now I can upgrade or something, but yeah. Good.
And what does it do when they shave the studs? Is there a
So
reason why they shave
yeah,
a lot
so
of them?
when they come and then they straight edge it. So like I was saying with the weather and when
Yeah.
it twists, turns, and not everything is perfect. I mean, the house is the last
Right.
thing built by human's hands
Right.
from start to finish. You know,
Like
that's
this
why there's
one's
industry.
This one's kind of twisted too, right? Right here. This frame right there.
This one, yeah, that's a little twisted.
Are they gonna raise that one up?
No.
Okay.
The only reason we'd ever do anything pulled out is if the jurisdiction made us or if the engineer. And that's because it depends on the twist on it, the angle, if it messes with the integrity of the structure or the integrity of the house, then we have to replace it.
That won't have any effect on the drywall when it lays
No.
against?
Nope.
Okay.
The only place you guys would see is a little bit of bow in the base in 2x4 walls where there'll be a clean out right there.
Is that the one clean out just on this side?
There's a couple of them.
Okay, yeah, 'cause usually on the back.
And
on
there's
most of them.
some on the back, and there's probably gonna be some over here on this side, on the other side of the kitchen area, and maybe
Okay.
we got some in the garage too, right?
Oh wow,
In the
okay.
in the garage right there also.
Quick question on this, you know how with the new homes that I've noticed, like when we purchased them,
Installing sheetrock when you're screwing it, nailing
can't
it, so
screw
you don't
through
hit
the
any
wire.
electrical.
Okay.
So if it's not at least 1.25 inches deep, you got to put a nail plate.
Yeah. And if it doesn't get called out, they're not going to replace it.
No.
Okay.
So if you guys look right above us, We have an O'Hagan vent right there, and here's an Eve vent over here. Kind of looks like a little bird nest, circular with a little mesh netting on it. That is help cool down the attics, so the fresh air will come in through the Eve vents. It'll push the hotter air out of the attic through the O'Hagan vents.
So there'll be no insulation there, right?
There'll be right here.
Yeah.
No.
Where that even?
Well, you guys got the whole house insulation,
Right.
but this is the California, so there's not. This is to make sure that the hot mop / tar isn't damaged. After sheetrock, after paint cabinets installed, before tile guys can come in, go check it before it's loaded. The last thing anybody wants to do is lay tile down in your shower pan and have to bust it up.
Yeah.
So you'll see the showers will still be on test when you get upstairs. Any tubs will be on test. Of course, like I said earlier, all the plumbing, fire sprinklers are all on test.
This right here, it doesn't seem flush. Is that because they're testing something there?
So are you just talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions about anything down here?
This is the.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
One night, right?
Yeah, one light in there, and then on the motor for the garage door opener, there are bulbs in there, and that is also a light. And you also have the little feature on the button, help the electrician out immensely.
Is that hot and cold for the sink?
That is for a hose bib outside, and then landscape, drip for irrigation and all that.
Okay.
They'll tie into that at landscape when the house is getting close to being finished.
No, it is, yeah, definitely. Very spacious.
And perfect for a ping pong table.
Yeah.
There you go.
Light switch right here, outlet down low.
It does, yeah.
We'll go ahead and cruise on upstairs.
You guys go ahead first. Go ahead, Rick.
That was a section where they had the two holes. They cut out and replaced it.
Yeah.